Welcome back to Rampage TV. We're here in Monument, Colorado for a great set of doubleheader games today between the Colorado Rampage and the Colorado Thunderbirds, two in-state Tier 1 rivals. First game featuring the 16U team, the second game featuring the 18U team. Should be a great morning of hockey. I'm joined in the booth by Jim Grants, who is here for opening night for color commentary. He replaces David Cunliffe, who's out ill, unfortunately. We wish our best to David. Giving our shout out to David. Hope you're feeling better. Jim, welcome back. It's great to have you in the studio.
Thanks, John. Great to be back. Didn't know I'd be here, but I'm glad I am.
Well, didn't know you'd be here either, but we'll give it another round. You got to see these guys a couple weeks ago when Omaha was in town, so it'll be interesting for you to come back and get another look after a couple weeks of a break. What were your thoughts after that first weekend?
You know, I'll tell you, after watching both games the weekend that I saw, I was so impressed by the hard-working nature of both teams. I thought both Rampage sets were hard-working, willing to do the hard things, willing to go into the corners, willing to grind it out. I loved how their culture showed up on both those games. I'm excited to see what it looks like after another week or two.
Well, this will be a different test for the Rampage. Thunderbirds a little bit more skilled team. They've got some great players. They've got several guys that are committed to play junior hockey. Number 21, Thomas Pendergrass, is already committed for the USHL's Green Bay Gamblers. Ethan McEnany is going to be heading off to the Western Hockey League up in Canada with the Van Giants. And Quentin Flores, also a Western Hockey League product, will be heading to Red Deer next year if all things work out. And then number 4 defenseman Paul Spino, a heck of a defenseman, has already been drafted by the Sioux City Musketeers in the United States Hockey League. So we're going to be seeing some good, talented players that are already getting looks by colleges. I know a couple. I was talking to the head coach, Cam Clemenson, who we will have for the Zamboni break. But he's already got several colleges reaching out, a few of his players looking to get Division I commits done. So this will be a fun game to watch, see how this 16U Thunderbirds team does. A couple of years ago, this team made it to the national finals for USA Hockey in the national championship game. So we'll see, Coach, how they do.
Wow, that sounds awesome. I'm really excited to see what those guys look like. I thought the Omaha team looked like good high-level hockey to me, but as you know, and as we documented before, this is all new to me. I'm excited, and I'm excited to see how the Rampage step up to that challenge. It sounds like the Thunderbirds are also kind of an in-state rival, and it's always exciting when you get to play people that you know well and get to compete against some people at a high level.
Yeah, these two teams are arguably the top two programs in the state of Colorado. Been battling for years. Of course, the Rampage now celebrating its 20th season in operation, 20th anniversary this year. Two historic and storied programs. So yeah, should be interesting. Of course, Coach Grant, for everybody out there, he's a Hall of Fame basketball coach, longtime head coach. He's coached numerous high-level players, including Reggie Jackson, who's starring in the NBA. So he's got a heck of a resume when it comes to coaching, and he'll bring a perspective today that's pretty interesting to see the differences and the similarities between basketball and hockey. Let's touch on that, Coach. What were some of the things you noticed when you watched that Omaha series?
You know, I think one of the biggest things is just the basketball and hockey both. It's the speed of play. It's the rate of transition. It's teams that are great at going from defense to offense and then being able to come back in defensive transition. That was something I thought the Rampage did really well last weekend or 2 weekends ago. They were really good in transition both ways. I also think basketball and hockey, you need some guys to really step up leadership-wise. You've got 5 guys on the ice, you've got 5 guys on the court. You need to have great communication. Those are some of the hallmarks of things that translate. It was also really cool for me to learn some things last time about set plays off of face-offs. You know, in basketball we do a lot of things off of inbounds plays and those kind of things. So those similarities were fun for me to kind of learn and get to see up close and be a part of. So excited to be back for all of that.
Well, it's a great perspective for me, kind of get that different viewpoint. I think it's going to be great for our listeners today. So again, thanks for joining us. We'll get set for action here as the teams now gather around their nets. We'll go to break, quick commercial break here, and we'll be back in 30 seconds on Rampage TV and WSBN Sports. Welcome back to Monument as we get ready for the face-off here. Goaltender Andrew Lacrosse, number 1 for the Rampage, will be starting. Let's go through the starting lineup for the Rampage. Number 77, Jack Molfeld, will center up. Number 22, Brandon Steedaher. Steedaher was gone 2 weeks ago, so you'll get a first chance at seeing Brandon on the ice. Number 74, Boone Kinseth at left wing. And it looks like Tanner Gutensberg and Zach Hertz. Number 4, Zach Hertz, and number 3, Tanner Gutensberg for the Rampage. And for the Thunderbirds, let's see if I can, looks like they're going to be starting number 27, Ethan McInerney, number 28, Lucas Wild, and number 24, James Wang at forward. And let's see if I can see the numbers on D. I'm going to go in with Paul Spino, and looks like Dominic Schroeder. Nope, it'll be Paul Spino and Ian Anderson on defense for the Rampage, or for the Thunderbirds. And when I can get a look at their starter and goaltender, I'll let you know who's in net. Face-off is won by the Thunderbirds. They go D to D in the neutral zone. Try to throw it through the middle of the ice, up to the blue line, bumped in, and the Rampage will collect it. Chipped around the boards. Over to Steedaher. Steedaher can't get it. It's chipped out of the zone by Hertz. Back into the neutral zone. Forecheck pressure in the neutral zone applied by number 74, Boone Kinseth. Back to Gutensberg, and here comes the Rampage. This is Molfeld. Across, steps into the zone, passes over, fanned on the shot. Steedaher tried to get the shot off, fanned on it, and the Thunderbirds out of their zone. They'll chip it in off the official. Gives the Rampage an opportunity to gain possession, and here they come. Gutensberg up the ice. We saw this last couple weeks ago, Coach, where the defensemen just started carrying the puck instead of trying to make that home run pass. They had success. It looks like they're going to stick to that game plan tonight.
Yeah,
this morning.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm already struck. We're all a minute into the game. The speed of this game feels way faster than the game against Omaha for both teams. Just a much faster game to start so far.
We'll get an icing here. And the Rampage will have a face-off in their zone. Quito Sanchez-Mariama on wing. Connor Ellingson will take the draw here. And number 16, Colin Bigelow on the ice for the Rampage. And we'll have defenseman Landon Hinman and number 23, Brendan Carmody on D here. Face-off to the right of the T-Birds goaltender. And it is won by the Thunderbirds. And we'll get an icing, and it looks like it's Mason Gudridge in net, Greenwood Village native for the Thunderbirds. And we'll get a face-off to his right as Ellingson will step in to take this draw again after the icing call. Puck dropped, and the Rampage will lose another draw here. Picked up by the Thunderbirds defenseman. That's number 4, Paul Spino, the Sioux City product. He's battling in the corner. Picked off there nicely by Ellingson. Good forecheck pressure. Cycles it back down deep. Picked up by Spino. Spino fires it around the boards and tried to chip it out. Good job by the Rampage defenseman, but the Thunderbirds able to get it out of the zone. Good step up there by 72 Boone Kinseth. And we get an offsides by the Thunderbirds. So Boone Kinseth doing a good job stepping up in the neutral zone, and we'll get a line change.
Good start for the Rampage there. Contested the draw well, got into the corner, got a little cycle going. Couldn't generate a shot, but it's been the first sustained offense we've seen so far.
Third line on for the Rampage, Brave Esplin. See him for the first time. He wins the draw back, goes D to D, and the Rampage will dump it in. And Lamberto on D, fires it back in. And here comes the Thunderbirds, loses an edge. It'll be picked off, and Stamanov, the Bulgarian native, will chip it up, and the Rampage, Brave Esplin will skate after it in the zone. He'll throw it down deep, picked up by the Rampage, comes out, up to the point, shot on net, and a goal! So Dylan Lamberto with a great shot, fires it low, and the Rampage take an early 1-0 lead.
Wow, there was some of that low to high action we talked about 2 weeks ago. Rampage got it down low, got it back out to the point. A really good wrist shot low to the ice. I think maybe there might have been a screen in front of the goaltender there for the Thunderbirds. Great start for the Rampage. Impressed with how they've come out here early with some great jump and energy.
Showing a lot of fire. These two teams were at it yesterday, and the Rampage were able to come away with the victory, so we'll see if they can complete the sweep. They have a good start now with 14:45 left to go in the first period, and we'll see for the first time the fourth line for the Rampage. Easton Sampson will take this draw. And Thunderbirds will gain possession, skate across the red line. Nice move there, shot, big save there by Lacrosse. Rebound attempt is wide. So Lacrosse tested for the first time. A nice move made there, and we'll get a no icing. It's waved off, and the Rampage will go to work on the forecheck here. Mari Sarnanen throws it up, point shot by the Bulgarian is blocked. He'll fire it back down deep, and Lamberto will fire it back in the corner, pinching down from his point. Picked up by the Rampage. Sampson now, battling hard. Again, we're seeing a good quality forecheck pressure here that we saw a couple weeks ago, continuing, and the Rampage able to maintain possession. Boone Kinseth now on the ice. Molfeld will step in. Here's the shot. Molfeld, one-timer, big save there by Gutridge. Rampage with it on the half wall. Tied up there, and the Thunderbirds able to clear it, and we'll get an icing call. And we'll get a face-off back in the Rampage zone, or in their offensive zone. Gudridge to his right, we'll see another face-off. So again, good pressure, Coach.
Good pressure. Tell you what, though, Lacrosse made a really nice save on a great chance for the Thunderbirds right off the face-off after the first goal. Good play by him to stop a quick shot that almost got him on the short side.
Puck is thrown out of the zone, no icing here. Gutensberg will go back with Hertz. Gutensberg battling, throws it up the wall. Good play there, chipped out, but it hit the referee. And Steederher will backhand it down and we'll get an icing call. He tried to chip it, it hit the official, and he took a second whack at it off his backhand just to get it out of the neutral zone, and we'll get an icing here. And a face-off down in the Rampage defensive zone to the right of goaltender Andrew Lacrosse.
Tough break for Steederher. He had a nice play there. I think he might have had some room down the boards, but sometimes the refs get in the way. Happens in basketball too.
Number 28, Connor Ellingson will step in. Actually, he's going to get kicked out of the draw, and Kento Sanchez Mariama loses the draw up to the Thunderbirds point. They'll throw it back down deep. Berg with it. Cycles it up the wall. Back to the corner. Here comes Berg. He'll throw it up to the point, but it's picked off there and chipped out of the zone. And here comes the Rampage. Bigelow to Gutensberg. He'll throw it down deep. Off the stick. Here comes, that's number 16, Colin Bigelow with it. He'll fire it around to Hertz. Hertz, shot on net. Tipped. Big save there. Nice play by the Rampage. Shot from the point. Had traffic in front with a nice tip. And Gudridge able to make the save. Thrown back down deep. Controlled by the Thunderbirds. They'll turn. Rampage will make a change. Up the ice. Here comes the T-Birds now. In the neutral zone. Good neutral zone forecheck pressure applied, but they're able to get through. Shot on net. Lacrosse makes an easy glove save. He'll hold it, and we'll get a face-off to his left.
Good save by Lacrosse. No traffic in front. Pretty easy with the glove. Nice play there. I'm excited to see Hertz play again this week. I thought he had a good weekend last 2 weekends ago, and excited to see the kind of effort he brings again.
Rampage win the draw. Ilkka Saarinen throws it down deep and chases after it. And the Thunderbirds, oh, there's a third man high there. Nice job. That's number 27, Seth Sween, picking up the loose change and stopping the Thunderbirds break. Good play there at the blue line. Some more back pressure, that time by Seth Sween, makes the play. Rampage now have it through the neutral zone. Cross ice pass. Ooh. Off the skates there of number 21 for the Rampage, Ethan Black. And Black will dump it down deep. Rampage will chase. Easton Sampson, forecheck pressure applied.
Good shift by Sween that last time. Made a good play in the neutral zone. Took away a rush opportunity.
Now the Rampage have the Thunderbirds on their heels a little bit, as unable to get possession in their defensive zone. They've been forced to ice it several times now.
Yeah, I think if you're the Rampage coaches, you like what you've seen so far. Good jump, good pressure, good job on the defensive end, chipping the puck out, but not just rifling it down the ice for icings. It's been a good start for the Rampage.
Here comes the Thunderbirds in their own zone now. Played on the puck by Dylan Lamberto. Lamberto doing a nice job. Chips it up the wall to Black. Black tries to get out of the zone. It's held in by the Thunderbirds. Shot on net. Lacrosse makes the easy save. Steers it to the corner. Wild now. Cycles it back down deep. Picked up by Lamberto. Lamberto in his own corner. Tries to fire it up the ice. Bands on it. Thunderbirds maintain possession. Shot goes wide. Back up to the point. Fired on net. Goes wide to Lacrosse's right. And Berg will keep it in for the Thunderbirds. That's Chapman with it now. Chapman throws it out front. Nelson tried to get a stick on it, but a great job there by number 46, Mari Saarinen, as he intercepts that play. And here come the Thunderbirds as they complete a line change. Only one player will cycle it, reverse the flow of the ice. And Rampage can't get it out though, as number 22, Brandon Steederher, loses the puck. Shot on net. Save made by Lacrosse. And he'll steer it up into the netting, and we'll get a face-off.
That's the best pressure that the T-Birds have had so far today. Kept the puck in, got a couple decent shots on net. Kept the puck, got it from low to high a couple times. Lacrosse has showed really good focus so far.
Wolfeld will step in to take the draw. And the Rampage will win the draw. Hertz over to Gutensberg. Gutensberger throws it. Gutensberg up the ice. And back around. Thunderbirds throw it in the corner. Back up top to the point. They'll move it to the middle. Fires it over the top of the net. Picked up there by Kinseth. He'll chip it out of the zone. And fired down off the boards. We'll get an icing here. No icing. It's waved off. Mofeld will apply forecheck pressure. Thunderbirds able to get it out of their zone as the Rampage changes. Great job by Mofeld there. Gets possession back to Hinman. Hinman fires it up the ice, trying to hit Kento Sanchez Mariama. And we'll get a whistle here. And we'll get a face-off in the neutral zone. Number 28, Connor Ellingson, in to take the draw. He's got Colin Bigelow to his left. Kento Sanchez Mariama, just a fast skater. Sanchez Mariama brings a lot of energy to this team.
Yeah, undersized maybe, but his quickness is evident, and he's not afraid of anything. Sticks his nose where I'm sure a lot of people would rather he not stick his nose, but he's a tough dude for sure.
Icing by the Rampage as Brendan Carmody passes it over to his partner Landon Hinman. He tries to hit Sanchez Mariama, can't connect, and we'll get an icing and a face-off to the right of goaltender Andrew Lacrosse. With 9:40 to go here in the first period, it's the Rampage 1, T-Birds nothing. Ellingson will step in for the draw. And the Thunderbirds will take it off the draw. Shot blocked there by Sanchez Mariama. Another shot, another block there by Hinman. Thunderbirds maintain pressure. They got it out of into their corner, throws it around the boards. Hinman will be the first to it. And Rampage will chip it out. Kept in though on the point. Sanchez Mariama there applying pressure, trying to get it out. Carmody will chip it into the neutral zone. Bigelow tried to get it, can't get a stick on it. And the Thunderbirds will plug up the play here in the neutral zone and get it back into their end. Shot on net, save made by Lacrosse from a sharp angle. He'll steer it over, and the Thunderbirds can't keep it in. Sanchez Mariama there, nice pressure applied on the point. Thunderbirds back to the neutral zone, skating through it now. Here comes the Thunderbirds. Shot on net, good block there by Lamberto. Bigelow with it, backhands it up, picked off by the Thunderbirds. Off their half wall, Carmody there, Carmody with it. He'll chip it up the ice. Sanchez Mariama can't get to it. Back to Carmody, he'll get it deep, and we'll get an offsides. Looks like Mariama or Esplin, I couldn't tell who they called on the offsides there, but we'll get a face-off in the neutral zone.
Alberto, nice play right at the dot, taking the Thunderbird player out, not giving up a scoring chance there on a play that looked a little bit dangerous as it came across the blue line.
Number 55, Brave Esplin wins the puck back, and Alex Staminoff throws it over to Saarinen and unable to connect. Good pass there. Here comes Esplin. He'll lose the puck, and the Thunderbirds pick it up at the blue line, and they'll skate it in, dump it, and we'll get an icing. So again, Thunderbirds just not able to gain that red line. Good neutral zone pressure applied, just not giving them the time and space needed to gain the line to get it deep. So once again, we get another icing.
Yeah, and this is all going back to some of the transition talk we were alluding to earlier. I think the Rampage have been better in transition. They've been able to control the puck more. They've been able to kind of set the tone and be the team that's been more the initiator instead of the retaliator. And we talk about that a lot in basketball. If you can be the team that punches first, so to speak, you put the other team on the back foot, and I think that serves you well at both ends of the ice, honestly.
Rampage wins the draw. Shot on net. Goes wide. Couldn't tell if Gudridge got the puck there, but it'll be blocked and puck out of play. We'll get another face-off. Easton Sampson will step in to take this draw. He's got Mari Saarinen, Alaskan native, along with Ethan Black. And it'll be Damanoff and Lamberto on D for the Rampage. Sampson wins the draw back. Fired on net, blocked by the Thunderbirds. They'll chip it up the ice into the neutral zone, picked up by Stamanoff. Good pressure applied by the Thunderbirds. Stamanoff loses it, Lamberto with it. He'll fire it around the boards, up to the point and out of the zone. And pressure applied again by the Rampage. D-to-D pass, an errant pass there, and the Thunderbirds will have to retrieve. They'll chip it out of their zone. Stamanoff, nice play there. He'll get it deep, throws it in on net. It'll be steered to the corner. Fired around D-to-D. Back D-to-D for the Thunderbirds as they reverse the flow. And up the ice. Tries to get it to the middle and blocked there by the Rampage.
Thunderbirds having a really hard time, as you mentioned, just trying to get through neutral zone with possession. And the Rampage are doing a great job of clogging things up and just making everything difficult right now.
Nice little bumper pass play from Steedaher. And the Rampage unable to connect on that offensive chance to be back in their zone here. Bottled up, fired around the boards by Gutensberger. And the Thunderbirds maintain possession in their own corner now. Gutensberger on it. They get help from Mofield up to the top. Can't connect there. Defenseman number 20, Christopher Hodges, can't hang on to it at the point. Rampage out of the zone. Hurts with it now. Fires it up on net. Blocked down by the glove of Goodridge. Thunderbirds trying to once again get some offensive momentum, and it's just plugged up there in the neutral zone, and the Rampage back at it here in their own offensive zone. Fired down deep by Ellingson. Hit Bigelow. Bigelow was trying to get it out front, couldn't quite connect. And here we see again good forecheck pressure put on by the Rampage as they keep it in their zone. Fired in by Ellingson. And off the glass and out, and another icing just to relieve the pressure. So again, Coach, just unrelentless forecheck pressure here, the staple of Rampage hockey. They're a hard-working club. They work a lot on the forecheck, and Coach Bingham has got this team dialed in this morning.
Yeah, they look really forceful in the offensive zone. Even when they don't have the puck, they're applying the kind of pressure that makes it really difficult for the Thunderbirds to get anything going, and forcing more face-offs that the Rampage have done a good job of contesting and winning.
Off the draw, Thunderbirds with possession, skate out through the neutral zone and fire down deep. Picked up there by Landon Hinton. He'll fire it around the boards. And the Rampage, that's Seth Sween there, able to get it out. Back down deep into the offensive zone of the Rampage. Forecheck pressure applied again. Good reverse the puck there by number 4. That's Paul Spino, the USHL Sioux City product. Heck of a defenseman. He'll chase after it in his own corner. Spino throws it up the ice. Can't quite connect. Well, he does, but blocked again by the Thunderbirds. Carmody throws it up to number 27, Sween. Sween gets it into the zone. Forecheck pressure applied by Sampson. Here comes the Rampage now. Off the half wall. Fires it back down deep. Sampson now in the corner. Lets it go across. And Ethan Black tries to fire it up front. Picked off by the Thunderbirds. And here they come 2-on-2 the other way. Rampage, good back check pressure there by Sampson. And a good stick by Stamanov to clear that one. Good
play by Stamanov there. That was setting up to be a good scoring chance for the Thunderbirds.
Fired around the boards. And Ethan Black maintains possession, tries to find Sampson. It's off of a stick. Tip, so no icing here. Rampage will get a line change. Their top line back on the ice. Molfeld, Boone Kinsep, and Steedaher. Kept in. And for just a second, here comes the Thunderbirds though, across the blue line. Great play there by Dylan Lamberto to step up, separate the man from the puck. As his face mask has come off, Lamberto is going to have to go to the bench as his screws came out of his face mask. And it's just hanging there by the straps.
It's a testament to the kind of hit he put on in the corner there. It looked like it might be a 3-on-2 odd man rush, but Lamberto took it out all by himself in the corner, snuffed out that centering move by the Thunderbirds.
We'll get a wholesale line change for the Rampage. Connor Ellingson wins the draw to Hertz to Gutensberger. Gutensberger now will skate it up the ice. Here comes Gutensberger with some speed. Tries to pass it up to Bigelow. Bigelow tips it in, and the Rampage, here they go on their forecheck. Fires it out front, nobody home. Here comes the Thunderbirds. Off the transition, chips it past Hertz. Good play there by the Thunderbirds. Tries to fire it on net. Sharp angle goes through the crease and up to the point. Shot goes wide. Picked up now by the Thunderbirds again in their own corner. Skates it behind the net. Cycles it. Tries to cycle back deep. McNeely now with it. He'll give it to the point. Fired around the boards. Picked up there again. That's number 27, Ethan McEnany with the WHL Van Giants. And the shot on net just goes wide there by James Wang from Boulder, Colorado. Gutensberger takes a hit. And the Thunderbirds now with some chances here. Good job by Hertz to step up. McEnany. And Thunderbirds are forced to regroup. They'll tip it back down deep. Gutensberger with it behind his net. He'll throw it up the ice to Sanchez Mariama can't get out of the zone. He'll get some help from Hertz. Hertz up the ice to Esplin. Esplin throws it to the red line and chip back in. Good job by Esplin there. Good stick to knock that down. And we'll get a face-off in the neutral zone with 3:14 left to go here in the first period. 1-0 Rampage.
Good scoring chance generated there by the T-Birds. Wang inside, just shot it over the near side post, but not a bad opportunity there for the Thunderbirds.
Rampage doing a good job keeping the pressure to the outside, protecting their house so far in this game. Most of the shots have come from angles, wide angles. And we'll see if they can test Lacrosse with get some more grade A opportunities. But the Rampage now maintaining possession. Esplin gets it into his zone, skates after it. And the Thunderbirds throw it up the half wall. Picked up there, good pressure by number 27 for the Thunderbirds. Seth Sween keeps it in. Up to the point, Hindeman throws it down deep in the corner. He'll chase after it. Shot blocked, tried to get it to the middle of the ice. And Hindeman now will have to chase back into the neutral zone. A little bit of pressure, he'll hand it off to his partner Carmody. Some good skating there and a nice look, a great cross-ice pass to Black. Here comes Ethan Black. He'll shoot it into the Rampage skates and it'll bounce back out in the neutral zone. Rampage will have to regroup. They throw it back into the zone. Chasing after it is number 12 Sampson. Thunderbirds throw it around. Black is there to pick it up off the half wall. Nice move there. Tries to get to the middle of the ice. Is knocked down. Good defensive play by the T-Birds as they try to get it out of the zone, and they'll get it into their zone off of a chip play. And Alex Staminoff playing D up to the point. Shot. Easy save by Lacrosse. He can't handle the rebound. He makes an excellent save. He struggled on the rebound. He made a diving save. Another save by Lacrosse, and he'll hold it there. So Lacrosse struggled on the first shot. Gave up a really juicy rebound. Somehow he was able to dive and make an incredible save on the rebound. Gets back up, makes another save point blank. So Lacrosse showing his skill here. Wow.
Yeah, fixing his own mistake there. In his glove, out of his glove. Great scoring chance. One of those you mentioned from the house, right in front, and he was able to sprawl out, and I think he got it with his glove hand wrist, and then had to take one in the breadbasket after that.
Great composure, Coach.
Amazing. Great save. Lacrosse keeping this a 1-0 lead, and the Rampage on the power play now.
So here comes the chance for the Rampage. They go 5-on-4 for 2 minutes. A little bit of extracurricular action after Lacrosse made the save. Maybe a little bit of frustration shown there by the Thunderbirds. They should have had a goal there. And boy, they were simply robbed by Lacrosse. So here, the Rampage now with an opportunity to extend their lead on the power play. Gutensberger up the ice to Molfeld. He makes a nice move, beats his man, and here he skates it across the blue line. Passes over to Hertz. Hertz throws it around the corner. Picked up there by Kinseth. Kinseth on the half wall. He'll get some pressure, and the Thunderbirds able to clear it. They'll have to ice it. And we'll get a face-off in the Rampage zone, in their offensive zone. We'll get a face-off to the left. Actually, it looks like, yep, we're going to have that to the right of Mason Gudridge.
T-Birds a little over exuberant after the breadbasket save by Lacrosse. I think somebody took a whack at him, and Rampage took offense to that, but referee called it, and here we are on the power play for the last minute of this period.
Coach has got to be happy. Coach Bingham's got to be happy with the discipline to not get into something like that and make that a power play instead of sending 2 guys to the box. So the Rampage showing some discipline early. Cross ice pass from his knees. He'll pass it up to the point. That was number 16, Colin Bigelow, making the pass from his knees. Mofield over to number 28, Ellingson. Ellingson up top to Carmody. Carmody back to Ellingson. Off the half wall. He'll look across. Nothing happening. He'll try to go all the way across. He tried to make the play. Looks like he was trying to pass it to Hinman. Would have liked to see just an easier play right up there to Carmody, but picked off there in the middle of the ice. Rampage will have to play in the neutral zone here as the Thunderbirds will get some good time killing here as the penalty clock winds down. Lacrosse with the save. Hinneman with it. Hinneman pressured there. Carmody now will have some time as the Thunderbirds will step back into their penalty kill forecheck pressure, bringing 4 guys back, trying to plug up that neutral zone. The Rampage will throw it down deep. Gutensberger on the ice wasn't quite there in position to get it off the point. The Rampage will have to go back and retrieve it. And that'll be the end of the first period with 17 seconds left to go on the power play. Rampage unable really to set that up and get any offense going.
Yeah, Thunderbirds, great job on the penalty kill. I think they thought it was 1-1, and then they had to rebound really quickly and kind of reset their focus. But the penalty kill has been really good. As a matter of fact, I think they've had the only shot on goal during the penalty so far.
We'll take a break here and be back to action second period. All right, we're back live here in Monument, Colorado, Monument Ice Rinks. Getting ready for the start of the second period. Coach Bingham doing a lot of teaching at the bench right now. He's got all ears on him. And we'll get ready for the draw. 17 seconds left to go here on the Rampage power play. And it looks like it'll be Brave Esplin along with Ilka Saarinen and number 27 Seth Sween on the ice.
I like how Sweem's played so far today. He's had a really good shifts. And as a matter of fact, I think the Rampage D as a unit, all four lines have played phenomenal so far. Just really engaged, really well connected, and like you said, have been keeping the house in front of lacrosse really clean.
Thunderbirds win the draw. Picked up here. Nice pass over. Can't quite connect. It was Esplin. Had it on his stick for just a second. He's looking to get a shot, but the Rampage will set it up. D to D pass. Hertz down to Sween. Sween shot. Tough angle there. Easy save. Esplin will pick it up. He'll throw it on net. Sween with it now. Sween up top. Hertz will walk to the middle. Fire it low. Big save there by Gudridge. Traffic in front. And Gudridge comes up with the save.
Well, there's my guy Sweem again. Great pass to Esplin. He almost pulled the trigger right from between the circles. Couldn't quite do it, and then Sweem's down there mucking it up, having a chance at a deflection or a redirect. Good shift to start.
Easton Sampson, number 12 for the Rampage, steps in on the draw. To the left of goaltender Gudridge. Sampson will win it back. Black throws it back around the wall. And Spino will throw it up to the point. Kept in by Carmody. He'll fire it back down behind the net now. In the corner with it. Black cycles it. Picked off there. Good play by Sarnin. Throws it out front. Nobody home. Another shot on net. Glove save there. And the Thunderbirds, once again, forced to ice it. With some good pressure. No icing. It's waved off here. Thunderbirds will have the opportunity in their offensive zone. Up top at the point, kept in. And fired around by the Rampage. On the wall now is number 22, Stita Herr. He gets it out of the zone, chipped in deep by Kinseth. Kinseth will chase after it. Forecheck Spino. Good job by Kinseth. Puts on the puck. Spino, though, does a good job holding his ground. Puck gets out of the zone. Rampage will retrieve. Lamberto with it. Skates behind his own net. Reverses play. Protects the puck. Nice job by Lamberto. Maintain possession as he gets some help. And number 27, Seth Sween. Lamberto maintaining possession here. Throws it up the wall and out of the zone. Spino with it. Spino fires it off the red line and we're going to get an icing. Spino just took a look, fires it off the wall. And it goes down for another icing, and we'll get a face-off to the right of Gudridge.
Gudridge made a nice glove save, and after a pretty quiet power play, The Rampage were able to generate some offense there and get a couple scoring chances. Good forecheck by the Thunderbirds there too. Maybe they are trying to change the momentum a little bit. I would imagine their between period talk was a little different than the Rampage's talk.
Rampage applying forecheck pressure off the draw here. Fired out of the zone. We'll get another icing. So again, Thunderbirds just unable to get possession in their own zone, in their defensive zone here.
Yeah, having a really hard time getting the puck and controlling it in a way that they can run any kind of breakout play that you mention all the time. No bumper plays, no, they're not even trying for the home run, hit the forward down by the other blue line. They're just having a hard time getting it anywhere where they can control anything at this point.
Fullfield loses the draw. T-Birds chip it up the wall and out of the zone. Picked up by Umberto. He'll get pressure. Thunderbirds, nice job, throws it out front. Good defensive play by the Rampage as they converge in the house and able to get it out. Up to the point though now. Shot on net through traffic. Rebound and it's a save. I don't know if that went off a body, but a great shot there from the point by T-Birds defenseman Devin Berg. Oh, we're going to get a penalty here. As a rough hit by number 22, Brandon Steedar. He's going to go to the box for roughing. A little over-aggression there.
Yeah, so what makes that different than just a normal check?
Well, the referees are looking at how are they looking at the hit. Obviously you want to go in, stick on puck, engage contact, utilize your shoulder. I missed that hit. I saw the aftermath of it. My guess is he went a little bit high to the head and a little bit too rough as he was just trying to eliminate the body. USA Hockey really trying to put an emphasis on playing the puck as opposed to just trying to go after the body and make the big hit. So,
well, that explains it because there was no effort at the puck. It was all at the body, which Steedhart connected with in spades. But challenge here. We'll see if this turns the momentum. We talk about momentum a lot, and so far it's been all Rampage. But Thunderbirds on the power play here, and we'll see if they can tilt the ice a little bit.
Thunderbirds maintain possession here, passes it over. Shot on net, save made by Lacrosse with a glove on number 27, Ethan McEnany. Stick around for the Zamboni break interview. We're going to have head coach Cam Clemenson, longtime Thunderbird coach, been with the organization for 15 plus years. It'll be great to have him. He's an old friend of mine and former coach that I coached against, so it'll be fun to have him in the booth here at the break. So stick around here. We'll get a break halfway through the second period. Thunderbirds back to action, maintaining possession in the corner. Throws it up top. Walks to the middle, intercepted by the Rampage, but the Thunderbirds maintain possession. Back in the corner now. As the Thunderbirds trying to get some possession time, get it set up. Rampage. Oh, there's a big turnaway. Bad turnover there. Rampage had an opportunity to get out of their zone, and a errant pass gives the Thunderbird defenseman number 7, Devin Berg, an opportunity with the shot, and we'll get a face-off to the left of Lacrosse.
Yeah, the clearing attempt just right onto Berg's tape, and he let one go to the net. Good job by Lacrosse being ready for that, making an easy save.
Off the draw here, Rampage control. Throws it around to Kinseth. Kinseth throws it down the ice, and we'll get an icing. So they'll set it up and do it all over again.
I was wondering about this since the last time that I was here, thinking about penalty killing, and if you ice the puck in the NHL and at the higher levels, that's a great play. Yeah. But here, I don't know, because it just sets you up with another face-off opportunity. Is it better to clear the puck and ice it, or do you try to do something a little different and avoid having face-offs all the time? I don't know what the right answer is.
Yeah, I think at this level with this rule, these kids really have to start working on being able to clear the puck without icing it. And that takes some touch. We saw it last year in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Tampa Bay was a master at clearing the zone, but not having as an icing. So we'll see if the Rampage can start putting a little more touch on the puck. They do a good job getting the puck out of their zone. 37 seconds left, or 30 seconds now left on the power play advantage for the Thunderbirds. Rampage clear it down deep. Thunderbirds are going to have to chase after it. So a good kill here, not allowing the T-Birds any momentum. Pendergrass with it now, showing his speed, why he is a highly sought-after player. He's rights owned by the USHL Green Bay Gamblers. Thunderbirds now with it. Spino up top. He'll fire it down in the corner. Cycle down deep. 5 seconds left to go on the Thunderbirds power play. Bottled up there and stolen by number 23, Brennan Carmody. They'll hold it, kill. Arrested his penalty off, and we're back to 5-on-5 action. So the Rampage dodge a bullet, kill this off, and we're back to 5-on-5 with 12 minutes and 11 seconds left to go here in the second period.
Great job by the Rampage to kill that penalty off and not allow things to change. Keep the score 1-0 and give themselves a chance to keep applying the pressure here.
T-Birds come across their blue line with some speed, shot on net. Great play there, although we're going to get a whistle. So thrown into the net, Berlin Nelson from Cherry Hills, Colorado, was going hard to the net. It was thrown net front, and he crashes in to Lacrosse. Lacrosse holds his ground, net comes off, and we'll get a face-off.
Good courage by Lacrosse there. Can't imagine what that's like, having guys steam down on you like a freight train, and you got to hold your ground and somehow keep the puck out of the net. Nice play.
Yeah, I tell you, just a position I don't think I'd ever want to play, but you're absolutely right, Coach. He had to watch the puck the whole time with the guy barreling down with Nelson coming full bore, and is a nice collision, but he holds it, keeps the puck out of the net, does his job. Going to face off to his left here.
I know they let you wear gear and pads and a helmet and all kinds of stuff, but it's still there's a body in there somewhere, and you gotta think self-preservation takes over at some point. But man, goalies are a different breed.
Yeah, no fear. You have to have no fear to play the position of goaltender. Thunderbirds now, some sloppy play in the neutral zone. They'll maintain possession, though. Good pressure in the neutral zone, not allowing the Thunderbirds to dump it in. And they'll hold it up against the T-Birds bench. Fired back down deep. Dylan Lamberto with it. He'll get it off the wall, kept in by the Thunderbirds. Thrown on Lacrosse. He'll make an easy save and cover.
Yeah,
here we go. So a little bit unnecessary there. Nicholas Gray from Fort Pierre, South Dakota. He jumps in there. Just not what you like to see. A little over-aggression. Rampage doing their job to protect their goaltender. We'll see what the referee calls. He's got to send Gray to the box. No question about it. I'd be shocked if Gray isn't going to sit here for a few minutes and feel shame, but we'll see. Looks like we're going to get quite a few players in. So Dylan Lamberto steps into the box, and sure enough, Nicholas Gray will sit for 2 minutes as well and feel shame. And looks like they're going to put Dominic, that's going to be Alex Stemenoff for the Rampage. And I can't tell, Coach, did they throw another T-Birds player in the box or not?
It looked like they did. It looked like 2 for the T-Birds. I couldn't see if did two Rampage players go too?
Yeah, so it looks like we'll have a coincidentals here. We'll stay 5-on-5 as the Rampage stepping in to protect their goaltender after a little over-aggressive play there by Gray.
Yeah.
But he's trying, look, bottom line is that's a play that he's trying to get in Lacrosse's head, get in there, let him know he's there, and we've seen 2 plays now where they've gone right at Lacrosse. I think part of that is get him off his game, maybe put him on his heels a little bit. We'll see.
Yeah, I think sometimes trying to initiate physical play to get people out of their rhythm, make them think about something other than playing hockey, other than keeping the puck out of the net. I think that's definitely something you see happen at all levels in this sport. And I got to respect the Rampage for defending their goaltender and trying to send a message that we're not going to stand for that. And officials talking to captains right now and kind of letting them know they don't want this game to devolve into some kind of rugby scrum.
As a coach, I've always told players that I've coached in the past that think of your goaltender as your mother, and you protect your goalie like he's your mother, and the Rampage did just there. Even though Lacrosse is wearing a lot of pads, clear him out, make sure he's protected. With that philosophy, you can't go wrong, Coach.
Yeah, I think I'd never heard it mentioned like that, but it makes total sense. Got to take care of your mom.
77, Jack Mulfield step in for this draw. T-Birds coaches having a little bit of a conversation with the officials. I don't know why they would be upset with the call. They probably should have been down a man after that play.
Yeah, I think if you're the Thunderbird coaches, you got to feel like you got away with one there a little bit. Not that they're trying to do anything, under the table or against the rules, but that call definitely could have benefited the Rampage more than it has here with coincidental minors on both teams.
Thunderbirds back in their neutral zone. Spino with it, loses the puck, but he'll throw it back to his defensive partner and out of the zone. Picked up there by Hertz. Hertz waits for his players to get on side, and he'll throw it in the zone. Ian Anderson for the Thunderbirds, getting pressured there by 2 Rampage players. Again, look at that forecheck setup. 2 players on the puck, third guy high, and Mulfeld right there. Mulfeld will get it. All 3 players in the corner there. You notice how Steederher took the high side coming out of the corner, and Steederher gets the shot on net. So you notice, Coach, they're applying two guys pressure. They've got a third guy high, but that third guy high is really close to that scrum, and the Rampage just able to bottle things up, get a scoring chance off of that forecheck pressure. We're going to get a penalty here, though, on the Rampage, and the T-Birds are going to go back to the power play. So, boy, just not what you want to see. They've got a little bit of momentum. They've been dominating the play. Now we're going to have to go back. They're going to have to go back on the PK, giving the Thunderbirds another opportunity to tie this one up.
Yeah, and it came off of, I didn't really see what the penalty was on. You were talking about the forecheck, and it's just the Rampage MO, right? Forecheck, grind it off, and then they ended up getting a good scoring chance. A shot from maybe a bad angle, but it was something that Goodrich had to handle. But give the Thunderbirds credit. They're coming after it hard here in the second period and are trying to create some chances for themselves, down 1-0.
Boone Kinseth will sit in the box. 2 minutes for interference was the call. And the Rampage on the kill, Connor Ellingson. And number 27, Seth Sween, the 2 forwards killing here for the Rampage. And we've got defenseman Landon Hinman and looks like Brendan Carmody on the ice for defenseman here. 2-minute power play. Nice job there by Carmody. Can't get it out of the zone, though. And the Thunderbirds shot on net, save made by the left paddle across. Rebound cleared aside, fired around the boards.
Good save there. There's some traffic in front by the Thunderbirds. Shot from the point. Lacrosse is equal to it.
McEnany now in the corner. Chipped up, and some good pressure put on here to kill some time. Thunderbirds maintain possession. Throws it back down off the half wall. Skates it up to the top. Throws it back to the middle. Back down as the Thunderbirds set up in an umbrella setup here. 3 guys up top, 2 guys down in the net. And they'll throw it across. Shot on net, and there's a goal. So some good possession there. Thunderbirds set up in an umbrella. They had traffic in front. They get it over to number 7, Devin Berg. He throws it on net. Looked like it was tipped out front with that traffic. And just like that, one too many power plays here, and the T-Birds will capitalize, and it's a 1-1 hockey game. So just like that, Coach, momentum swung.
Yep. And you can see why the Rampage are so concerned about the Thunderbirds with possession in the offensive zone. That was really well done. Moved the puck from one side to the other. Berg got some time and space, skated into where he had a good look, and I think if that was deflected a little, it also went off the pipe as it went in. So a great shot, and just a little bit of an example of why and how skilled these Thunderbird players are. That was pretty much a textbook power play goal.
You just can't give them those opportunities. 5-on-5, you like the Rampage right now, but you just can't give the T-Birds that kind of opportunity. So the name of the game, I'm just going to say it right now, is going to be discipline the rest of the way. If the Rampage can maintain discipline, stay out of the box, I like their chances.
Yeah, I would agree with you. 5-on-5, I think advantage Rampage, but we talk about momentum all the time. It's a funny thing, and we'll see what happens here. I know we're probably getting close to the mid-period break for the Zamboni, but the Thunderbirds got to be feeling good about where they are right now. Playing a little more physically, pressuring a little bit more, and they got the equalizer, which always has to raise your spirits.
And how much are they in Lacrosse's head? That's what we have to know, too. They went after him a couple times, and the first time he was really tested, it's in the back of the net.
Yeah, good point.
55, Brave Esplin will take the draw against Prendergast. Prendergast, again, the USHL product. He'll win the draw. Thunderbirds out of the zone. Rampage will recollect it in the neutral zone. And Hertz now will fire it down deep around the boards, but he's got to take one more step. I mean, he's got to know where he's at on the ice. He's right there at the red line. He fires it down for an icing. Now you give the Thunderbirds a chance in their own offensive zone. Very simple play. Get your head up, take 2 steps if you're going to throw it deep. I'm not a fan of the dump and chase style of the game. I like possession, but if you're going to dump it, that's just a mistake you can't make.
Yeah, the equivalent in basketball would be guys that take 3-point shots with their foot on the line. Like, know where you're at. Get yourself 6 inches behind that 3-point line, or go all the way, right? Kind of in
get
that,
your feet moving and skating.
Yeah,
that's
in
right.
that purgatory, dump it in from there, and like you said, put your D in a little bit of pressure.
Rampage do a good job winning the draw. They'll get it all the way back down deep, and Boone Kimseth after it. Mofield, good forecheck, pressure applied, shot in, blocker save, steer to the corner, thrown back in front, nobody home. Shot there by Hinman, blocked, and T-Birds forced to ice it, so some good forecheck pressure again. Mofield made a nice hit behind the net to eliminate his player. Just couldn't quite connect as they threw it out front there.
Yeah, there's a good hold at the point when the T-Birds tried to clear it. Rampage were able to hold it in and throw one kind of high on net, block it away, and then a good block on the far side by the Thunderbirds to get us to what looks like our break.
Well, we'll take a break here with 8:29 left in the second period. The Zamboni will come out, clean the ice. We'll get a fresh sheet. We'll take a commercial break here, and when we come back, we'll be joined by head coach of the Thunderbirds, Cam Clemenson.
At Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, Wing Night Wednesdays, Buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Collins Hotel and Weiser's Restaurant and Bar, located across the street from Blackjack Stewart Arena off Highway 3 in Pilot Mound.
Welcome back to Rampage TV. I'm joined here with the Zamboni Break interview by head coach Cam Clemenson, longtime Thunderbird coach, over 15 years in this organization. Thanks for joining us, Cam.
Yeah, thanks for having me up here. It's
Let's start now with the season. How's the season been going for you guys so far?
It's been going pretty good. We've had a very tough schedule, which has been good. Kind of ups and downs, 16-year-old kids. But starting to play some good hockey, starting to play pretty well and all that stuff. So.
Let's talk about this game, kind of bottled up there by the Rampage forecheck and a couple penalties in that second period. Get some momentum back in your way. You certainly don't want your team to be on the power play if you're a Rampage fan. They have the ability to possess that puck, and as we see there, they were able to beat Lacrosse to get the game tied up. Talk a little bit about this game and the momentum swing and where you think you guys are at. What do you like or dislike?
I think we're moving the puck pretty well. We're possessing it like you were talking about. I think we got to get some more pucks through. Like you said, they are clogging it up. They're doing all that stuff. We got to, find those ways to get those pucks on net and take the goalies' eyes away. Even in last night's game, their goalies both are playing really well. So, as a team, when you're playing good goalies, you got to take their eyes away.
You've got quite a few players on your team already set to go to junior hockey, a couple in the USHL, a couple in the Western Hockey League. I know several others are getting looks. Let's talk about your players and the success that they have in terms of moving on to the next level. A lot of Division I and pro players from the Thunderbirds organization that you've coached over the years. What is it about your organization, what the Thunderbirds is doing to continue to move and advance these players?
I think one of the biggest things is making sure the schedule we have. Some of the teams that we're playing are getting the kids noticed more and more, playing against Shattuck and those top-end teams. We might not be winning, might not be doing that stuff, but those players get noticed when you're playing those type of teams. And when you start doing little details and things like that, I think that's what's helped our players in the Thunderbird program moving on, is playing against those top-end guys and understanding what it takes to get to that next level.
You guys were in Shattuck last weekend. Talk about that series. How was that for you guys?
It was good. We played Shattuck, Team Wisconsin, and Arizona. We went 1-1-1. Great weekend. Always Shattuck's always a tough team to play. We lost to them. It was a good game. They're unbelievable skill. They just took it to us pretty good. But Team Wisconsin, we had a great game there. We won 3-1, and then obviously being against Arizona, a district rival, all that stuff. 3-3 ties. So on that aspect of that weekend, it was an unbelievable weekend for our boys to understand what it takes to play a 3-game series and things like that.
So you guys will be off next week, Tier 1 Elite, off to Dallas for the Tier 1 Elite event, both the Rampage and the Thunderbirds, members of that league. So this will be some good action next weekend.
Oh yeah, the teams, and that's what's really good too about us and Rampage being in the Tier 1 Elite League, especially at this 06 group now. Like, the talent level in that 06 group at the 16s for our Tier 1 league is awesome. Like, every weekend you're playing at least 2, if not 3, really good hockey teams.
Yeah.
So it's very beneficial for not just the T-Birds, but for the Rampage being in that league and all that stuff.
So this weekend really then is a great prep for both teams.
Yeah.
Heading into a tough competition coming up next week. So.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Good. Well, let you get back to your team. I can't thank you enough for taking your time. I know you didn't go in the locker room yet, so that shows just what a great guy you are. A good friend of mine. It's been great to see you up here in Colorado Springs or in Monument. And good luck the rest of the way. And we'll see what you guys can accomplish here second half.
Thank you, and thanks for having me a part of this.
Great. We'll be right back on Rampage TV, WSBN. We'll take a commercial break and we'll return to the action.
Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, Wing Night Wednesdays, Buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Collins Hotel and Weiser's Restaurant and Bar, located across the street from Blackjack Stewart Arena off Highway 3 in Pilot Mound.
Welcome back to Rampage TV on WSBN TV. Thanks to ASTV Productions for getting this set up for us. As the teams take the ice. Get our cameraman set up and ready to go, and we'll be back in the action. So good first half, Coach. Rampage dominating the play, but we talked about it. They gave up a power play goal. We got a 1-1 game, so we got a barn burner here in the second half.
Yeah, it's one of the great things about hockey is that games are never out of reach. All it takes is one trip down the ice to turn the momentum. All it takes is one call or one undisciplined play, as you mentioned before, and really excited to see how this one plays out as we finish the second period and see if the Thunderbirds can maintain the momentum that they had started to build before the Zamboni break.
So already a little bit of play here between at the red line. We had a Rampage player give a little bit of a shot to a T-Birds player and some jostling between the two benches. Referees are going to step in, so I got a feeling this might you might see an interesting end of this period as the referees are going over to talk to the coaches.
Yeah, the snarl factor has really picked up since the T-Birds kind of got onto lacrosse there and before that last period. You can see Rampage trying to ramp up the intensity here, and we'll see, man. I like it. That's another part of hockey that I love. I'm a former football player back a million years ago, and part of what made football fun was that physical nature of it and the physical contact, and that's definitely, you know, in the fabric of hockey is playing tough, being tough, and being physical. So I think we're going to get some of that as we go down the stretch here, just looking at how the players are interacting before this face-off.
Well, as Coach Frank Saratori at the Air Force had said before, it's not a contact sport, it's a violent sport. We've got a veteran official here, Rob Coggin, the head official, one of the two head officials. He is the officiating chief for Colorado, so they couldn't have had a better official. Off the draw, Rampage gets a shot, sails wide, another shot gets blocked in front. There's a good start here. Rampage already applying the pressure. Mulfield and Kinseth on the forecheck here. Brandon Speedaher will stay high for the Rampage up in the slot, and the Thunderbirds able to clear the zone.
Good play right off the face-off, and a really quick shot that just barely missed there for the Rampage.
Tripped up at the blue line, no call, and Thunderbirds will have to regroup. Hertz now with it. He'll get some speed. Nice indirect pass off of Speedaher. Speedaher in the zone, forecheck pressure applied. Hertz comes down from his point. Battle in the corner. Thrown back down deep by Ellingson. Cycle below behind the net. Hodges with it for the Thunderbirds. He'll throw it up the ice, and the Thunderbirds able to keep it in. Hodges will have to turn, and he'll fire it up the ice. Little bumper play there, doesn't connect. Rampage offsides, and we'll get a whistle.
Well, if there was any question about would these teams come out ready to go and aggressive, I think we've got it answered. It's been a really fast start both ways. Lots of energy, lots of jump, and I think we're in store for some good stuff down the stretch here.
Thunderbirds off the draw in the neutral zone, win it D-to-D to their wing, and the Rampage able to intercept. Chipped out now and dumped down, picked up there by number 23, Carmody. He'll fire it into the zone. Spino with it now. Defenseman Spino, indirect to pass to himself. Another indirect is going to be an icing. So Spino makes a nice indirect to himself and then fires it a second time off the boards, this time too hard, and we'll get another face-off to the left of Goodridge.
Ellingson and Anderson got into it a little bit there behind the play, and no penalties, but both of them wondering why not. I think both holding each other's sticks and giving each other the business behind the play.
Brave Esplin steps in on the draw. He'll win it back. Shot on net. And it's a goal! So Esplin wins the draw, fires it back to Landon Hindeman. Hinman throws it on net. Esplin skated in off his center position to provide the pressure in front, and it beat Scudgeridge low again in the Rampage, take a 2-1 lead. And there's an example, possession off the face-off, and it's in the back of the net.
Yeah, and since last time that I was here, I really gained an appreciation for just how important face-offs are, and that's 2 face-offs in a row that the Rampage have been able to win. They got a decent shot the last time, and then found the back of the net there. Great shot from the point with some traffic, and here we are, 2-1 Rampage.
Esplin doing a great job winning that draw, and he'll win another one here, and Hinman will dump it down deep. Rampage will forecheck, kept in at the blue line. Hodges with it now for the T-Birds. He gets it out of the zone, stolen by the Rampage. Here they go, regrouping in the neutral zone. Cross ice pass. Fired, got in, big shot there. Put on number 27 for the Rampage. And the Thunderbirds will throw it down deep.
Yeah,
out of the zone, and no icing.
That was my guy Sweem taking the hit to make the play.
Thrown up to the half wall and out of the zone. Here comes the Thunderbirds. Good defensive play there by Alex Staminoff to step up. Break that rush up. Spino, defenseman, skates down deep, takes a big hit. Yeah, Spino's knocked to the ice by big defenseman Dylan Lamberto. Thunderbirds keep it alive in their zone. Lamberto chips it out off his backhand all the way down the ice. And we'll get an icing as Lamberto relieving pressure. Thunderbirds pressing there.
And the physicality's really picked up from my perspective, both ways, but especially the Thunderbirds. I think the Thunderbirds really trying to make this a more physical contest. I think they thought that maybe is how they got back in the game and need to keep doing it, maybe to try to instigate and get the Rampage to retaliate again, maybe get on another power play.
Thrown back in the zone. Gutensberger with it. Skates it around his own net. Fires it up the ice. And here comes the Rampage out of their zone.
Boy, dangerous play there. Tried to clear it through the middle and ricocheted out right in front of Lacrosse. Lucky for the Rampage, nothing bad happened there.
Back to Gutensberger. He'll gain the red line. Gutensberger skates it across the zone, tries to make a move, gets knocked down by Spino. Spino throws it up the wall, kept in by the Rampage. Mofeld now with it, behind the net, lays a hit. Here's Rampage, good forecheck pressure. Kinseth with it, he skates around, shot, and a save made by Goodridge. And Kento Sanchez Mariama in there. On the goaltender, a little pushing and shoving. Head official Rob Coggin doing a great job controlling the play here, keeping the two teams under control. And we're going to face off to the left of Goodridge. Another good example of forecheck pressure. Mofield and Kinseth. Kinseth gets the opportunity, and big save made there by Goodridge.
Thunderbirds lucky to not be on the penalty kill here. I thought there was a trip during that shift. No call, but looked like the Rampage player was taken down, and sometimes they don't get called. Maybe I didn't see it right.
Thunderbirds now in their offensive zone, stolen by the Rampage up the wall, and chipped out of the zone into the neutral zone. Chased down here, thrown to the net. Nobody home. Hodges for the T-Birds will go back and retrieve it. We'll throw it up the ice off of Coggin. Here's a shot. Chance and a goal. So a great play by Colin Bigelow. Opportunistic. Thunderbirds tried to clear it. It hits the referee Coggin and lands right on Bigelow's stick. He takes the shot. Make no mistake about it. It's a 3-1 hockey game.
Oh man, Goodridge shaking his head on that one because the puck was being cleared. It hit the referee and found Bigelow's stick, and then Bigelow's stick found the back of the net. Tough break for Goodridge. Not sure what he could have done there. I'm sure he's thinking he doesn't have to worry about anything, and before you know it, he's getting the puck from behind him. Great opportunistic play, as you mentioned. Rampage, 2-goal lead now. They've really come out and steadied themselves after that kind of difficult period right before the Zamboni break, and they've really reasserted themselves and taken advantage of a couple mistakes and opportunities that they've had.
Up the ice now, the T-Birds skated around the back of the net, tried to throw it in front, blocked there by the Rampage. Spino now skates down the wall, from his point. He'll chase behind the net. And the Rampage will able to get it. And throw it back. Spino working hard. Defenseman takes a shot there by Lamberto.
Good forecheck by the Thunderbirds.
Chipped out of the zone, and it'll be out in the neutral zone. Have to be played there by the T-Birds as they try to get it back in. Good job by the Rampage to bottle them up. The T-Birds will get it in deep. Stamanov goes D to Lamberto. Lamberto up the ice. Esplin throws it up the wall. Tried to hit number 27, Seth Sween. Sween lets it go in. No icing, and the T-Birds will have to retrieve here. Hodges now up the ice, cross ice, can't connect, and we'll get an offsides as Black was stuck in the zone.
Good pressure by Black there. Just unfortunate that he got caught for this offsides.
Takes off in the neutral zone with 3:22 left to go here in the second period. It's a 3-1 Rampage lead as Easton Sampson will step in to take this draw. And the Rampage will win it, fire it down into the zone, and they'll chase after it here. And the Thunderbirds able to clear it. Back in the neutral zone. Hertz chips it up the ice. Rampage with possession. Shot on net, just goes through the crease. Nobody home there for the Rampage, but you like the fact they're just throwing things on net right now, Coach.
Yeah. Keeping the pressure up. Good save by Goodridge there, but keeping the pressure up. The Rampage, that was about 2 minutes worth of Rampage pressure. Going to be tough to come back on that if you're the Thunderbirds, if you can't get enough possession to get the puck into the offensive zone.
Jack Mofeld to step in on the draw here. And T-Birds will win it, but the Rampage will maintain possession. Up, here comes the T-Birds. Out of the zone, good play there by number 7, Landon Hinman. To step up. And the Rampage will throw it behind their own zone. Hinman off the wall. And Kinseth will get it down deep. Rampage will start the forecheck. Mofeld with it. Picked up off the half wall by Kinseth. He gets it down deep. Gets help from Mofeld. Mofeld skates up off the half wall. Turns, reverses. Tries to reverse a second time. Puck off his stick. Thrown on net. Here's a rebound attempt. Couldn't quite get a stick on it. That was number 22, Brandon Steederher, that was in position but couldn't get a stick on it. The T-Birds will get it back down into their offensive zone. Out in the middle of the ice. Shot, save made by Lacrosse. Rebound. Another save made.
2 big saves by Lacrosse. 2 good chances there for the Thunderbirds and a third.
And Lacrosse stands tall again. Rampage will clear it. We'll get an icing, so some good pressure. 3 shots. Lacrosse makes the first save, makes the rebound, and then he takes one straight on, and it's still a 3-1 hockey game.
Yeah, the rebound I think was the biggest one. That almost turned into a goal for the Thunderbirds there. They had a good chance on that, and Lacrosse made a great job going to his left to make that play.
Off the draw, the Rampage will control. Lamberto skates behind his net, throws it up the ice, tipped at the red line, and thrown down deep, but it goes over the glass into the netting. And we'll get a face-off outside the zone. 1:44 left to go here in the second period. It'll be Connor Ellingson stepping up, and they're actually going to put the draw down in the T-Birds defensive zone. So an opportunity off the draw here for the Rampage as Ellingson will win it back. Kept in there. Bigelow will throw it deep into the netting, and we'll get another face-off.
It was almost a souvenir for us, Sean.
There was no netting there, and I would have had a souvenir for sure.
We had it. We were on it.
I would have thrown it back, though. Face-off outside, as it was off the Rampage stick into the netting. Ellingson will have to lead the draw here. He'll go up against McEnany, and won by the Thunderbirds. Stamanov, shot on net, it's blocked, tipped over into the netting.
Good stick work there by Hodges to tip that shot and block it. You know, I was thinking we talked before about the high-level players the Thunderbirds have had, and I think the Rampage have done an amazing job of containing those players. Pendergrast hasn't been able to get free. We've seen him skate with a lot of speed, and we know he has really great skill, but he hasn't been able to get loose and cause a lot of trouble. And I think that's a testament to the D, good hit there, that the Rampage have applied all game so far.
Thunderbirds now pressing in their own offensive zone. Good play there by, that's number 27, Ethan McEnany. Rampage will clear it, and no icing. We'll get a full sail change here as Bird, defenseman for the T-Birds, throws it up the ice, tape-to-tape pass. Here comes the T-Birds. Throws it back behind Rampage's net, up top. With a low to high play, shot on net, had traffic, couldn't get a stick on it. And there's another play, Rampage shot, Lacrosse comes across, makes a big save, sliding across his crease. As the Thunderbirds putting the pressure on here. Battling back behind Lacrosse, puck squirts to the corner. Pass up top to the point. Kept in there by Spino. He'll just throw it back down deep. Thunderbirds, good pressure here. Back up to Spino. He'll take a shot. Goes high and wide. And Alex Staminoff clears the zone. And we're going to see an icing here.
Man, some tired legs out there for the Rampage at the end of that shift, you could tell. Good sustained pressure by the Thunderbirds. Man, another really good save going across his crease there by Lacrosse. He's got good quick feet, and his composure's really good. He doesn't panic, he doesn't get out of sorts, and is able to be in great position to make multiple saves on multiple opportunities.
Great shot block there at the end of the period as the Thunderbirds with an opportunity. That was defenseman number 7, Devin Berg, there with the shot. And number 21 for the Rampage, that's Ethan Black, stepped up to make the block there to finish off the period. So overall, just a heck of a second half by the Rampage as they came out here with a lot of energy, scored a couple big goals. They have a commanding 3-1 lead heading into the third period. I like the way they played in that second half.
Yeah, they came out of the Zamboni break and really reasserted themselves, got back to being the initiator. I would imagine in hockey it's the same. We talked about it in basketball all the time. We want to be the team that initiates. We want to be the team that sets the tone. And the Rampage came out back after the Zamboni break and really did that. Did a great job of that. I've been so impressed with their defense and how the defensemen for the Rampage have played this entire game. I think as a unit they've been as good as you could be.
Yeah, we haven't seen, I know a couple weeks ago when they played Omaha, that first game especially, we saw a lot of turnovers, defensemen turning the puck over. Certainly have seemed to have cleared up that problem. Haven't seen many turnovers today, and you're right, they've been standing tall, standing strong, and keeping Thunderbirds to the outside for the most part, which is why it's a 3-1 hockey game. Yeah. Key to this period is going to be discipline. If the Rampage can stay out of the penalty box for the next 17 minutes, I like their chances, Coach.
Yeah, I would agree. I got to think that the Thunderbirds are going to apply pressure here the first 3 or 4 minutes, really try to get this back to a 1-goal game where any trip down the ice could be the difference. A lot of enthusiasm here, both teams excited. This is fun. It's a fun time.
Back to action here in the third period. Thunderbirds win the draw. Pressured there, though, by Kinseth. And that was Spino showing his skill. Able to outlast that pressure. Thunderbirds unable to gain possession in their zone. Dumped in now again by the Rampage. Big hit there placed on. That was a hit laid on Spino there. Laid by Spino. On to number 27, Seth Sween. Sween now fires it down deep over the net. Chased after now by the Rampage. And the T-Birds will ice it, get it out of the zone. No icing. It's not they are going to call icing here. Not waved off. And we'll get another face-off. And an opportunity here as Connor Ellingson will have a chance. He's a right-handed shot. You like this right here. He can win this back on his backhand. Potentially, we'll see how he lines up. Looks like he's going to try to pull it to his left side. And he'll get kicked out of the draw. So it'll be Colin Bigelow stepping in. Bigelow loses the draw. The Thunderbirds wrap it around the boards and able to chip it out. Here they come now through the neutral zone. Hinneman does a nice job keeping his player to the outside. Gains possession. Great defensive play. Just good poise by Hinneman. Good lane. He took a good lane. He kept the player wide. Forces a turnover and gets it out of the zone, and the Rampage back on the forecheck.
Yeah, he made that look easy, but I know it's not that easy.
Chipped up the ice. Tried a home run pass there. Can't quite connect. Lacrosse is forced to play it. They'll throw it over to number 10, Ilkka Saarinen. Dumped in by the Thunderbirds. Esplin reverses flow. Hinman will chase after it. Can't get to it. Shot on net. Lacrosse makes the save. Deflects it comfortably into his own corner. Thrown out front. And Lacrosse will cover with the help of Alex Stamanoff. So again, good defensive coverage there. Stamanoff standing net front. He had the weak side wing, Ilkka Saarinen, down low in the slot on that weak side. So some good defensive zone coverage we're seeing right now by the Rampage as they snuff that opportunity out, and Esplin will step in for the draw with 15:24 left to go in the third period. Won by the Rampage.
Hinman, just thinking about Hinman on that shift, he just looks so calm. Nothing phases him. No excitement. Ooh, excitement down the slot there. No chance at the shot though.
Good defensive play there by the T-Birds as they'll get it back down deep. Lacrosse steers it over to Stamanoff. Stamanoff with it. He'll get the puck knocked off his stick. Good pressure applied, but Esplin will skate out of the zone. 3-on-2 if they hurry. They had a defenseman that's not going to join the rush though, and Esplin will just wisely throw it down deep, chase after it. Good hit there on Spino. As Spino gets dumped to the ice up top. High hit there on Stamanoff. That could have been a hit to the head. No call as the play moves on.
Yeah, Wayne got his stick up there. He's lucky that's not a call.
Stamanoff steps up. We get an offsides and a face-off out in the neutral zone. So Stamanoff takes a good shot to the head there as he's standing on the point, comes back, makes a good defensive play. He'll get a change, and we'll get a face-off for the offsides out in the neutral zone. Sampson, number 12 for the Rampage, will step in and take this draw. Hertz and number 3, Tanner Gutensberger on the ice on D. Sampson's kicked out. Black will have to step in and take this. And Black wins it back to Hertz. Hertz chips it off the glass and out. Back down to the T-Birds defenseman. Up the ice, cross ice play, can't connect. Here comes Black now. Black with it. Backhand chip, far side corner dump. And the Rampage will skate after it on the forward check. Cleared out there. And a turnover here. Here comes the Thunderbirds. An opportunity save made by Lacrosse with the blocker. Made that look easy. And a big hit there put on by Hodges. Will force the icing.
Good save, because the neutral zone turnover there and a great scoring opportunity for the Thunderbirds. Lacrosse took his time, stayed up, made the blocker save, made it look easy like you said, but that was danger time right there.
Yeah, part of the discipline, not only obviously with the penalties, but discipline not turning the puck over. You just can't give the T-Birds that quick strike opportunity off turnovers, especially turnovers on your defensive side. Yeah. Rampage now with it.
That one happened right outside the Rampage's own blue line, and we're lucky it's still 3-1 if you're a Rampage fan.
Rampage trying to maintain possession. Molfeld now with it. He'll turn, throw it back down deep. Kinseth skates after it. He'll cycle it back behind the net. It's thrown up the wall again. Stayed in nicely there, but Thunderbirds able to clear it. Big hit put on there. That's Jack Molfeld, and he's going to go to the box. Really no need to make that hit there. And that's the discipline we were talking about. He could have just pulled up, didn't need to make that hit against the wall. But we're going to get a boarding call. You just have to be, again, aware of where you're at. You like to play physical, but there's just a time and a place for physicality, and that wasn't the time and place.
Yeah, it's a time, score, and situation kind of thing here, right? You got to know what the score is. You got to know what the time of the game is. You got to know what the situation is. The situation in this game is when you're 5-on-5, you're winning. When you have to go on the penalty kill, it's been the only time that the Thunderbirds have scored is when you were on the PK. Gotta do whatever you can to avoid penalties down the stretch here. You mentioned it in between periods, and 2 minutes now.
Now this one's costly, as Mofeld's going to be hit with a 2 and a 10, so he's going to have to sit the next 12 minutes. They won't see him back on the ice until another minute and 17 seconds left in the game. So their top player, center Mofeld, will be sitting pretty much the rest of this period. So not only untimely, but takes away your star player.
Yeah.
We'll see if the Thunderbirds can capitalize. Shot on net, save made, like lacrosse, rebound. Another save made, he holds tight. Struggling a little bit with rebounds, but he is able to step in and cover those rebounds. He's made a couple good rebound saves.
Yeah, he's had to erase a couple of his own mistakes by being quick, but dangerous shot there with some traffic in front, and then, like you said, the little bit sloppy with the rebound there. Good pressure, and you got to think the Thunderbirds are feeling their opportunity here, knowing this is a key moment in the game.
Esplin tries to get out of the zone, can't. Thunderbirds will set up here, throws it up in the slot. Hand on the shot, back up top, shot on net, tipped, goes wide. Thunderbirds will regroup here and get it set up off the half wall, back up top to the point. They'll look to go across, good stick there by Esplin.
Nice by Esplin, good play by Esplin there, reading that pass, getting in the way and chipping it out, making them have to regroup.
Some good seconds off the clock here, as Esplin just doing a great job with the pressure. Here comes the number 10, Ilkka Saarinen. He'll provide some forecheck pressure here, doing a great job.
Nice.
Keeping the Thunderbirds bottled up in their zone, and he'll go at it again. Loses an edge and allows the Thunderbirds to come out of the zone. Across the zone here, this is Prendergast. They'll throw it around the boards. Chapman skates after it. Chapman now throws it up top. D-to-D pass. Shot on net. Save made by Lacrosse. Rakowski was there in front. Lacrosse saw it the whole way and steers it to the corner.
Kowski looking for a redirect there right on the doorstep.
Good job there by number 7, Landon Hinman. Shot on net, just goes wide. And back up top. Thunderbirds maintain possession here. Throw it back to the corner. Prendergast with it. He's got it, throws it up top.
McEnany there.
Cross ice pass, shot on net, blocked there by Hinman. Thunderbirds maintain possession here as the penalty clock winds down. Under 15 seconds blocked, and here comes the Rampage out of the zone. And that'll do it for this penalty. 9 seconds left and counting, so a great kill. But yet, still, you've got Mofield now sitting for another 10 minutes. We'll see how that plays out.
Yeah.
Becomes a real storyline here late in the game. Lacrosse, glove save, isn't able to control the rebound, but knocks away easily into the corner. Puck's loose, and battle with it. Wild comes out and throws it up top. Shot on net. Hit his own player Nelson in front. Nelson goes down.
That hurt. That one's going to sting. That'll leave a mark on Nelson. You can see he's struggling just to get back to center ice.
Nelson will stay on the ice. D-to-D pass. Staminoff up the ice. Good play there. And knocked off the puck by Nelson as he stays on. Nelson showing his toughness. Big hit, center ice. That was number 46, Mari Saarinen. And he just stepped up, made a good, clean, open ice check. Shot on net, just goes wide as Easton Sampson all of a sudden found himself alone in the slot, fires it, and it goes over the net.
Great opportunity there for the Rampage. Just barely went over the top of the goal there. And there's an icing by the Thunderbirds. Great penalty kill from the Rampage there at a crucial time to keep this 2-goal lead.
So, just doing a great job. The head official here, Rob Coggin, he's a veteran official. It's great to have him down here in Monument with such an important game, as he's telling both players, skate away, just skate away, relax, keep in control of this game. It's great to have veteran officiating at the level of hockey that we're seeing today.
Yeah, it's nice, and you know, officials get a
shot on net there off the post, right off the draw. That was number 21, Ethan Black, for the Rampage, and he just clips the pipe. That would have been a backbreaker of a goal.
And inches difference there from being a 4-1 lead.
Thunderbirds able to get it out of their zone. Good defensive play there by the Rampage to converge. They had 3 players step in to shut that down. Tried to make a pass to Quinto Sanchez Mariama. tips off his stick, no icing, and Rampage back to work on the power play. Picked up here by number 16, Bigelow. Bigelow throws it on net. And Guttridge. Guttridge will make the save. Hang on, we'll get a face off to his left. It's more pushing and shoving after the whistle. 9:33 left to go.
Yeah, Hertz did exactly what we've been talking about all game. Stood up tall at the blue line, took out the rush, let the puck go into the corner where it could be gobbled up by another Rampage player, and here we are again. Rampage face-off in the offensive zone.
Connor Ellingson loses the draw. Thunderbirds chip it out to the neutral zone. Shot on net goes wide. Chipped out by Black. No, that wasn't Black, that was Bigelow. Here comes Gutensberger. Tries to make a move at the blue line. Stood up nicely there by Spino. Spino takes another big hit by Ellingson. Spino is just getting pounded on the forecheck as he's dumped to the ice again by Ellingson. Thunderbirds clear it, no icing here. Gutensberger back to pick it up. He'll throw it up the ice. Hits Steedaher. And Steedaher with it off the half wall. Throws it to the net. Save made off the right pad and stick of Guttridge. And here comes the Thunderbirds in their zone. Throwing it across, nobody home. Berg now with it. Berg, number 88 for the T-Birds. Can't do anything with it as Esplin does a nice job knocking the puck off his stick. T-Birds have to regroup all the way back behind their net. Here they come out of the zone with some speed. And here they come. This is number 88, Chase Berg with it. Good job by Berg. Throws it back up high. Save made by Lacrosse. He'll steer the rebound aside. And Berg keeps it alive. Shot. Another save made by Lacrosse with traffic in front. Pendergrass there. And the T-Birds showing some pressure. All off the rush here by Berg. He tries to keep it alive on the cycle. Picked off there by Hinman. And out of the zone, Sampson now with it. Good play by the Rampage to clear. Throws it in on Guttridge. He'll steer it to the corner, and the Rampage apply their forecheck pressure. There you see two guys, and then Black, third man high, just standing right outside the scrum there. So a good aggressive forecheck pressure again. Hinman now throws it up the ice. And Black now drops it off to Stamanov. Stamanov makes a move. Shot on net just goes wide. And the T-Birds able to clear. He's got to play. Here he is. Breakaway. We'll see what Lacrosse can do. Shot. Big save by Lacrosse. So a good save there as the T-Birds able to spring a breakaway pass.
That was McEnany on the rush.
Shot save made by Lacrosse.
McEnany on the rush. His first really good scoring opportunity, and Lacrosse turned him away, and you could see McEnany's frustration as he slapped his stick on the ice.
Little extra hit there by Spino, and looks like Spino is going to go to the box. Let's see if he sends both. Looks like just Spino, so silly play there by defenseman Paul Spino, Sioux City product. He'll sit for 2 minutes, and they're actually going to send number 28 Connor Ellingson to the box too. So they'll send them both. Ellingson gave a shot after Spino made the original hit. Spino showing a little frustration after taking a couple big hits.
I was going to say Spino's been on the bad end of a few hits there. I would imagine he was trying to get some of his own back, and just going to turn into a coincidental minor here. It looks like both teams gonna stay 5-on-5 with this. Am I right?
Yeah, should be 5-on-5 hockey. There's 7:03 left to go here in the third period. 3-1 Rampage over to the Thunderbirds. Top two teams here in the state squaring off.
Thunderbirds going to have to start going with a little sense of urgency here. Maybe take a few more chances. Not sure what that looks like so much in hockey, but I would imagine they're going to be trying to do a little bit more, try to keep possession, try to put the pressure on, maybe extend the forecheck and try to get a goal to get them back within one. Tell me a little bit more about like a 2-goal lead versus a 1-goal lead. 2-goal leads feel like a pretty big lead. I know hockey changes quick, but
2-goal lead in hockey is the hardest lead to maintain, and a lot of that, coach, is about the momentum. Typically, you're trying to protect the 3-goal lead. You get scored on, and that momentum shifts. You see a lot of teams down 2 late in games able to pop 2 pretty quick. And again, it's all about momentum. So the key is going to be for the Rampage, keep this score at 1 goal.
It's funny, as a fan, you think a 2-goal lead, you're feeling pretty good. You're up by 2. But the pressure to keep it at 2 has to be pretty great, I would imagine, because once it's a 1-goal lead again, it doesn't feel so safe.
That's right. This next one's crucial. If the Rampage can pop one here, make this a 4-1 hockey game, I think they'll pretty much have it sealed up. So this next goal certainly could determine the outcome. We'll be 5-on-5 here.
You mentioned the veteran referee. It makes a big difference in games like this, especially games that get a little bit heated and where the tensions run high. It's great to have an experienced official to help control things.
Gudensberger skates out of his zone, passes over to Brandon Steedaher. Knocked off the stick there and offsides as Gudensberger couldn't hold it in. And we'll get a face-off in the neutral zone. 6:42 left to go. I think the only positive, although we're losing 28 Ellingson to 2 minutes, but keeping Spino off the ice for a couple minutes certainly isn't going to be a help for the Thunderbirds.
Yeah, yep, I think you're right. And the other key is going to be to keep Prendergast and McEnany bottled up as much as possible here down the stretch.
Thrown in by the defenseman Hinman. Rampage try to cycle it down deep, and Thunderbirds get to it. They'll turn, fire it out of the zone, and we'll get an icing. So we'll be looking for this next game, 18U's, T-Birds versus the Thunderbirds. We'll go to the big boys after this. Exciting matchup coming up at 12:30. Stay tuned for the second broadcast of our doubleheader today. Should be exciting for you to see that game as well, Coach.
Oh, for sure. Starting to feel like I'm getting to know these guys a little better just after a couple weeks, and yeah, looking forward to that for sure.
Across the red line, here comes the T-Birds. McElhaney throws it across the crease, nobody home. Back up to the point, thrown down deep. Picked up there by the Rampage. Carmody fires it around his net to Hinman. Hinman with some time. He'll fire it out, tape-to-tape pass to Black. Here comes Black. Drops it off to Bigelow. Here comes Bigelow. Klaus drops it back to Black. Black can't connect, and the Thunderbirds will clear it. They'll have to chase back to it. Some communication issues there between the two defensemen. Lamberto wanted Stamanoff to go after it. Stamanoff going a little bit slow, so Lamberto takes control. And here comes Rampage, a little bit of time. Lamberto now with it. Cross ice play. And here comes Esplin. He'll throw it down deep and chase after it. Up top now, Stamanoff. Throws it back down deep. Back up top to Stamanoff. Stamanoff tries to throw it on net, gets blocked. Over the net. And will be shot blocked there by the T-Birds goaltender. Back up to Lamberto. He'll fire it to the half wall. Shot on net. That's number 10 for the Rampage. Ilkka Saarinen trying to get a shot off.
Good sustained pressure here by the Rampage with the 2-goal lead, keeping the puck, keeping the pressure on offensively. Deflected shot over the glass there.
Good shot there by Lamberto as Esplin was able to get it up top. Lamberto with the shot gets tipped, goes over the net. And another icing, as you're absolutely right. The more they're in their zone, the less they're in the T-Birds, the less they're in their defensive zone, better chance they're going to have to win this game. 4:35 left to go, maintaining a 2-goal lead here after a couple big second period goals after the Zamboni break. It's been all Rampage.
Yeah, just what the doctor ordered for the Rampage there, keeping the pressure on, keeping the puck in, keeping control of the game, not letting the Thunderbirds get any kind of speed and rush through the neutral zone.
Good job
making
by
everything hard.
Great job by the Rampage getting all 5 guys back there. Gutensberger able to break that up. And here comes Steedahurst. Shot on net, blocker save, and the puck goes up into the netting, and we'll get a face-off. So good transition there. And Steedahurst coming off an injury, making his debut on Rampage TV this morning. Having a pretty good game.
He is. He's having a nice game. Between periods during the Zamboni break, I happened to walk next to him. He's a good-sized kid. I'm vertically challenged, as everybody knows, but he's got some size and good-looking specimen for sure.
Thrown down deep, we'll get an offsides here as looks like Gutensberger tied up there. Couldn't quite get on the other side of the blue line. We'll get another face-off with 4:03 left to go in the third period. Ellingson will step in to take this draw. Line's a little bit wonky now with Mofeld in the box, and he'll be sitting until about the minute and 30 mark. Minute 30, minute 15, I don't remember when that started, but they'll get him out there for at least the last minute.
So that penalty, that additional penalty, was for what?
It was a misconduct, 10-minute misconduct. So he gets the 2 minutes for boarding and then a 10-minute misconduct, and that is just another example. He spent a little bit more time feeling shame in the box.
That's a long time.
The old Slapshot reference. Not too many people watch the movie Slapshot anymore.
Yeah, the fact that we both know that is dating ourselves. But if you're a hockey fan and you don't know Slapshot, you need to check it out.
Classic movie. Youngblood, another classic hockey movie. You watch Youngblood, you want to go play junior hockey.
Up in Thunder Bay in Saskatoon.
Connor Ellingson in the neutral zone here. Taking the draw. He'll center Mari Saarinen. And number 21 Ethan Black on the right wing. Hertz and Gutensberger on D for the Rampage. And face-off is won by the T-Birds. And they'll fire it center of the ice. Picked off there by Hertz. Back to shot there by the T-Birds, and Lacrosse flashes the glove. Big save there. That seemed an easy play that all of a sudden turned dangerous. Lacrosse, aware, makes the save.
Yeah, and you can see with the Thunderbirds, they don't need a whole lot of space or time.
Another shot
good
there.
shot.
Blocker save made by Lacrosse. McEnany. Another shot. McEnany couldn't get a stick on it. Back out, shot on net, blocked. Bounced off a couple shin pads. Hodges' shot goes errant, and Wild will go back for the T-Birds to pick it up. He'll have some speed coming through the neutral zone. Cross ice pass, connects there. Here comes the T-Birds. He's got some room, space. Good play there by number 16, Colin Bigelow, to get a stick on that play right at the last second. Stops the scoring chance.
Bigelow made a huge play there because there was room and time. Bigelow got his stick just enough to deflect it and take that scoring chance away.
Great play by Hertz. Bigelow chips it out. Good play by Bigelow.
Two good plays by Bigelow in a row.
Here comes Kento Sanchez Mariama. He gets knocked off the puck. Puck dribbles over to the goaltender. He'll steer it aside. And the T-Birds will clear the zone. Good play there by number 27 for the Rampage.
That's my guy Sween.
Seth Sween laying a lick in the neutral zone. And he'll come away with it as he skates after it with forecheck pressure. He's got it, skates it behind T-Birds net. Shot, save made. So a great play by Seth Sween. Picks up the puck, skates around the net, gets a good grade A scoring chance. And Gudridge there to gobble that one up. And we get a face off to his right. 2:13 left to go. T-Birds are running out of time, Coach.
Yeah, they are. Well, it makes me wonder when do you start thinking about pulling the goaltender, or do you start at this level? Is that a tactic?
It is a tactic. They've got to have possession in their zone, though, and right now Thunderbirds struggling again to get it out of their zone. So yeah, we'll look at the clock. About a minute 30 potential. Another shot there. Lacrosse really struggling to catch that puck.
I think Lacrosse has to check his glove goal, his goalie glove. I think there might be a hole right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
That's two or three that he hasn't been able to squeeze, and that one went off his glove and then went off his helmet.
Yeah, hit him right in the head. That stays out of the net. Referees dumped down by Hinman there. Fired around the boards. Good play there by number 72, Boone Kinsett, to protect the puck. It squirts free into the neutral zone. Rampage after it. Kept in there by number 22, Steederher. Thunderbirds pick it up though, and here they come. Off the rush, dumps it into the zone. Picked up by Samanoff. He'll fire it off the glass.
Goodrich is looking, but he's not coming.
1:16 left to go. Thunderbirds are going to need to get possession in their zone before Gudridge comes to the bench. Shot on net, into the netting. And we'll get a face-off to Lacrosse's
Here we go.
left. And we'll see what Coach Clemenson does here if he decides to take advantage of this draw with 1:08 left to go. It looks like Udridge is staying in the net. So a little surprising there. They're going to call a timeout. So Clemenson doing the right thing as a coach. Good time for a timeout, 1:08 left. He'll go talk it over, draw up a face-off play, and get that extra attacker on the ice is my guess. We'll go to break here, and we'll come back in just a couple minutes, or 30-second break on Rampage TV. Welcome back to the action. 1:08 left to go. Pulled goaltender, 6-on-5. Doesn't get more exciting than this, Coach.
Yeah, here we go. What we're looking for. See what the Thunderbirds can do here off this draw. It's going to be an important win here for the Rampage. If they can win this draw, get the puck cleared, get a chance at an empty net. But this faceoff is pretty important.
Esplin will step it in. He's had a heck of a game. Coach giving him the confidence to come in and take a crucial face-off with 1:08 left to go. Esplin falls to his knees. Good job to keep that tied up. Thunderbirds now, shot on net, off of Lacrosse. Went off of his pads, goes to the corner. Pendergrass gets to the point. Great job there by number 22, Brandon Steedaher. Gets it out of the zone. Thunderbirds throw it back down deep. Next to the side of the net, Lacrosse tries to hold it, can't. And Rakowski here, back up top. Shot, goes wide. Chased after it, 40 seconds left to go. Out of the zone, they'll clear it, and we'll get an icing as Brandon Steedaher will steer that down the ice off his backhand. We'll get another face-off in the defensive zone. Interesting here for Coach Bingham. Mofield is out of the box, but not on the ice, so he's going to sit him for the last 35, and he's going with Esplin. So a real nod here to the work Esplin's done, getting rewarded for a heck of a hockey game.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe a little bit of a message sent also, not just to that player, but to the whole team about maintaining discipline.
Absolutely.
Great clear there by the Rampage, by the way.
25 seconds left as the Thunderbird time to tie this up is waning. Thrown around the boards, up top to the point. He'll walk to the middle. Shot on net, tipped, blocked by Esplin. There he is. Shot on net, blocked again. Esplin, two big blocks. Another shot, save made by Lacrosse. Carmody throws it down the ice. It's just going to go wide. 2.2 or 2 seconds left to go here, and that should do it. So Esplin, arguably now, you got to give him player of the game. Two huge blocks.
I was going to say gold star for Esplin for sure. Great play. Lost his stick and was still mucking it up in front of the net. Great job by him. Big kid, but got down low to block that second shot. That was impressive.
And that'll do it. Shot on net will be saved by Lacrosse, and that'll do it. Huge win here as the Rampage complete the sweep. They won yesterday on Thunderbirds home ice, and they show up this morning. Heck of a game. Just complete all the way across the board, top to bottom, goaltending all the way out, and they get the sweep. That's a big-time win for the Rampage.
Yeah, and you can see how much it meant to the team and how happy they were. How happy they were for Lacrosse as Lacrosse and Caffarelli shake it up here at the end. Great team effort, great win, super fun hockey game to watch. Couldn't ask for more.
See if we can get Coach Bingham up here. Coach, you have a second to come up top? Oh, he's got no voice. He's been yelling at the players the entire game. Great win, Coach. Congratulations. That's just a heck of a hockey game. Complete game. Congrats on the win. So we'll talk to Coach Bingham next time we're on the air, as his voice has lost him here. He sounds hoarse.
Well, we've all been there. If you've coached any level, but especially at a level like this, and been through a game like that, and like you said, the sweep of your in-state rival, you're allowed to have a little voice, a little laryngitis at the end of that. Yeah, I couldn't be more impressed with the effort by the Rampage here, and for somebody who saw them a couple weeks ago in their opening games, looked like a kind of a different hockey team to me. A lot more speed, a lot more control. You can see that they've been working on some things that we talked about in that first weekend. Puck control, playing still with that great aggressiveness in the offensive zone and on the forecheck. But man, I thought they controlled the puck and actually controlled the game for 90% of the game. It was just that one power play goal they gave up, and the rest of the time, the Rampage took care of business. I don't know how often these teams will play, but I would imagine the next time they play, there will be no love lost. These two programs are really proud, and I think both of them would like to be known as the best hockey programs in the state. And right now, you got to say that the Rampage hold the edge.
They do. They'll play 2 more times this year to complete the state play. Seedings for the state playoffs. These games are crucial for that, so a couple big wins to put the Rampage in a good position for the postseason. They'll see each other later this season. Both teams will be off to Dallas next weekend for the Tier 1 Elite League tournament, showcase tournament. Be heavily scouted, so hopefully some of these guys will get some good looks. We'll go ahead and sign off on this broadcast. We're going to take a break on Rampage TV on WSBN.TV. I want to thank again ASTV Productions and the staff here. Color commentator Jim Grant stepping in for David Cunliffe. Aaron Cunliffe on the camera, and Carson Moon, our producer. I need to get, is it Carson Moon Owens? Got to get that Owens in there. I apologize, Carson. Doing a heck of a job. Without Carson, this production wouldn't be as first class as it is. We've got to give him a lot of props. I told him today he's going to be working for a major broadcasting network, maybe ESPN someday. Huh? So,
if it wasn't for Carson, we'd be out in the parking lot sitting around twiddling our thumbs.
On behalf of Sean Hathaway and Rampage TV, we'll see you back here at 12:30 for the 18U game, Rampage versus Thunderbirds. Thanks for tuning in.